Marcy was found in her home, dead. She hung herself. She left her only family alone, her 7-year-old son. Marcy was a famous architect. A very well-known architect. Unfortunately, she became too well-known for the wrong reasons. It is my intention to prove that Suite 776 exists. To that, I will photograph... Oh, she's moving. Marcy in motion. I will photograph her even if it kills me, no matter what. All that is left to do is ring her bell. That's all it takes. Just ring the bell.
Here we go! Okay, let's go!
Hey, Mars? Mars? Oh, God. I thought that was Marcy. I'm going back this way. Wait, long string? I picked up a ladder? Wait. So I gotta put the ladder here. Yeah, put down ladder. There we go. Got it. Excuse me? Dude's gonna get eaten by a ghost. No, this ain't no ghost, dude. This is Marcy. Marcy no ghost. Picked up a golden key. We got a golden key, chat. That goes downstairs. Oh, well, this one says 1. Hey, pick up that bar. Ring, 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 ring. Ring it again. Remind me of the failures. Oh, boys. I think it wants me to open the curtain. Should I open this? Oh, God, chat. I don't think I want to do that. No, I don't think you want to either. Okay. Fine. Bye. Have a good day. What the heck? Jesus! At least I still have light. Do I go back upstairs? I don't want to go back upstairs. Chat, I really want to go in that room. do it? Oh my god.
It strictly says, do not enter.
Wait. Okay. Wait. She's changed? Die. Die, dead, die, dead. Die.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Flies here. Oh, I reached the basement, finally. Oh, this is a maze.
And welcome everybody to the One Up XP show. Today we are sitting down with Dexb0t. Dexb0t is a content creator, but now he has something new that is on his plate. And we'll get into that a little bit later after we highlight his podcast. But he is a huge mentor to me in streaming and content creation. And we get into that a little bit, but he opened a lot of doors for me. And this man has been growing a brand and in the Call of Duty community for the last almost 20 years. Let's check out what he had to say about his content, the brand, and Call of Duty. You've really taken a different path. You're now part of Carnage. Explain Carnage to me. I've seen Carnage for years, and I've seen them from afar, but I really don't know Carnage. Is it like Set Destroy X or Lazarus now, or is it like an organization, or is it just content creators?
It's just content creators. We're a professional organization, but we're professional gaming entertainment.
Right.
So a lot of our content as an organization, you know, we have individual creators that have their individual brands as well, but we come together to create content under Carnage, and we get together, and our most notable series that we have on our YouTube channel is our team challenges that we do in Call of Duty.
Yeah, I have seen those.
We try to, do ridiculous challenges. We'll set ourselves up almost, for failure in any way, shape, or form, and try to have crazy comebacks or crazy wins or go on crazy streaks to really like dominate the enemies when we can. So it's something that's a little bit different. Not a lot of people get together and create that challenge-based content in Call of Duty. So that's kind of our unique type of content that we deliver to.
What is it else that you do in Carnage besides create content?
Yeah, so I'm part of like our little management team that we have that helps deliver a lot of things, but a lot of that comes from the way I handle all of the social media platforms and whatnot. So
okay.
I'll craft a lot of our tweets and post a lot of the TikToks and Instagram reels and whatnot, whenever the editors will send stuff over to me. And we just, try to keep pumping out and showcasing the content that we create as an organization and stay plugged into the communities that we deliver that content on.
But you know exactly what socials and how to tie them in and when the right opportunity is to strike. And if you don't believe me, go to his socials, which are on the screen. But also, you're 35,000 deep in Twitter. You're 16,000 deep on Twitch. I mean, yeah. you have the following. Like, was it easy, or was it like did it just pop up out of nowhere?
It's funny you asked that, because I'll say it's easy. I feel like in a sense of it comes natural to me, and like in the sense of that I'm having fun with what I'm doing.
Right. And
I just get social media. I'm so interested and so tied into social media. Like you said, I have fun creating the content, and then putting it out there, it just seems natural. And I feel like the first time that I logged on to Twitch and I watched a Twitch stream, I believe it was actually Pooty that I had watched. So it's funny you brought that up.
Yeah.
My first thought was, I can do this. Right. I wasn't even like an avid viewer of the Twitch platform or watching gaming entertainment content. I had not watched YouTube videos on gaming stuff unless I was literally trying to like learn how to do something. Right. So it's the first time I saw something like that, I was like, I can do it. I want to do it. Just like you said, it was something that you found out you wanted to do and you wanted to chase it. And I feel like ever since then, it's just been, you just hit the ground running and you just keep chasing and keep learning the different platforms that you're trying to deliver the content to and the community that you're trying to entertain.
Right. But are there any goals? I mean, obviously you have sponsors and you have Carnage and you have a really well-built brand, but are there any goals, whether it's a year or 2 years or 5 years down the road for this brand?
So there is. I would say everything that I do with this content creation, like you previously mentioned, I do have a full-time career, I have a family, so with where I'm at in life, I can't just up and chase a dream completely, right? So
right.
I already know that my goal and my grind in gaming content creation is a marathon. It's not going to be a sprint unless something comes available that I have a crazy opportunity that I could really chase it. So for me, one day in however many years, it would be awesome to be able to take this passion that I have and everything that I've learned from managing socials and creating gaming entertainment content and being part of an organization, a team that can also deliver that. I'd love to be able to turn that into a full-time job.
Yeah.
But I have to wait for the right time to make that decision, like I said, as a family guy, pretty much.
I really feel like this generation, it's changing a little bit. Get the job that you want to have and go hard. Whereas before, it was like, go to school, get a job, or focus on one road and head that way. Nowadays, there's just so many roads. It's just like, dude, I want to take that road. How do I get there? And
you're so correct. You're so correct with that. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're so correct on that, spot on, because I felt like, my parents decided to guide me a certain way and encourage me to take that path, right? But I'll do everything I can that whenever it's my daughter's time to hit that road, I'm going to tell her, hey, let's get the foundation that you need, your
Right.
schooling, your education, but chase something you're passionate about, because it's incredible whenever you can really do something that you are passionate about. I couldn't imagine being able to do this as a full-time gig. And if it comes, if the opportunity presents itself, I'll run with it. And it won't even be like work, because you'll be so passionate about it, and you can really deliver something that people will want to consume and want to come back to. And there's, different ways to monetize that, obviously, in today's world. So.
Exactly. And we'll be right back with part 2 of Dexb0t podcast right after this break. And here's part 2 of our sit down with Dexb0t. And make sure you stay tuned at the end of this highlight in our sit down with Dexb0t, because I explained something that Dexb0t had up his sleeve and he could not let me know on stream or on our podcast. So here's the highlight, but make sure you stay tuned for the little bit of news after the fact.
What is the biggest or hardest thing that you've realized over the years about your brand or creating content?
I would have to say, for me, I'll take it as a perspective of being a part-time creator that also has a full-time career.
Right.
But I also believe this could be equally as challenging for creators that are entering the space, and maybe they are taking that leap of faith and they're going full-time with it. It's going to be learning how to deliver content on different platforms and different social medias, because whether you're creating content that you're going to post on Twitter, or you're going to upload a YouTube video, or if you're live streaming something on Twitch, or if you're creating an Instagram reel, YouTube short,
Right.
TikTok type of content, right? All of that has to be created and delivered a different way. You have
Correct.
different audiences that are using these different apps. You have a younger generation that might be more into TikTok. Someone like your and I age may be checking out a video on YouTube to how to learn how to do something. And I believe learning how to deliver that content across those platforms and the algorithms that feed and fuel those platforms
Yeah.
is really a challenge. And there's so much to take in and learn how to be successful in each and every one of those, because they're all different. You can't just take one clip and be like, hey, I'm going to upload this 1.5-minute video, and it's not going to blow up on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. You
Right.
have to kind of change how you're delivering it. So
Right.
I'd say that's probably the biggest thing, is learning all of that.
Hey, but what do you see as the next big thing for esports and content creation?
I think that's the biggest thing right now.
Yeah.
Influencers and content creators are the future.
Yeah.
And that's not even just in gaming. That's the world we live in.
Yep.
My wife tells me all the time about girls and women that she's followed on Instagram, right? And they're delivering all different types of things about Target and different products you
Yeah.
can get at different stores and stuff like that. And these are people that have hundreds of thousands of followers on that platform,
Mhm.
and these companies are partnering with them to show off products, to advertise. And I just think that whenever viewers or followers can connect with that, they feel a direct connection, and you can I don't know, you can follow or choose to buy into what they're
Oh, yeah.
advertising, maybe try it out, to maybe play a game if you're following a gaming content creator. I just think the future is gaming content creators, or content creators and influencers in every market
It's
across the internet and
it's
apps.
it's a way of cheaper promotion. Like when you think about it, think back to the days, again, we're going to our childhood, where you had TV. That was the only way, or a magazine that you would
Yeah.
advertise, or a big billboard.
That's how I
Nowadays,
find out about the Nerf gun that I wanted. right?
exactly. And it's like, Mom, I made my list. Here it is for Christmas. And it was all the commercials I'd see on Saturday morning cartoons. They knew exactly where they were going.
But what is your biggest challenge right now with Dexb0t and the brand and yourself and juggling and all that stuff?
For me, I'd have to say it's time.
Time. Yeah.
Mainly with just like where I'm at in life. I am married. I have a 5-year-old child,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a full-time career. And one thing for me that I always try to keep in mind is, while I do try to chase this hobby of mine that I'm very passionate about, I try to chase it pretty aggressively. I'm very tied in, and I'm thankful for the community I've built around my brand and whatnot.
Right.
But I don't press to make things happen, because I don't want to look back 20 years from now and think, hey, I was up in my game room grinding out this content, grinding out these posts, and what if I never make it full time?
Right.
What if it doesn't happen? I don't want to miss my daughter's childhood because I was grinding.
Right.
Right. I have a career that provides for me and my family, and I'm very thankful for that. So I truly treat it as a side hustle, and I try to create when I can,
Right.
and see where it goes. You know, I'm like I said, I'm very passionate about it, but I would love to have more time to dedicate to it in the right way. You know, I feel like I try to chase everything I can the right way, whatever that may. You know,
Right.
I just never want to look back and regret trying to put too much time into it if it doesn't blossom into something official for me personally. You know.
Right. And thank you again to Dexb0t for sitting down with me, especially on Labor Day and shooting this. Now, Dex had something up his sleeve. We talked on end about chasing your dreams and what you're passionate about, and Dex had the opportunity to apply for something dealing with Activision and Call of Duty, and he did so. And he couldn't say that on stream because he just got his first call back. And then within the next week or so, he finally accepted the job. And about a month ago, he announced that he is a social community manager for Activision, or for Call of Duty at Activision. That is a huge step for Dex. I am super proud and super happy for him. I just love when my friends succeed. And if I can have any hand in that, which I didn't with this one, but if I can have any hand in that, I definitely feel even better when we can make each other better. And I'm super proud of Dex. Make sure you check him out. We'll be right back with our last segment of the show, and then we'll be maybe checking out a clip or two. Be right back. We unfortunately don't have time for a clip of the week this week, but send me your clips. If you have any clips, tag me on Twitter, tag me on Facebook, send them to me to my email at michaelstevens@9and10news.com. That goes for anybody, child, adult, but we have a lot of great content coming up for you in the near future. But have a wonderful and safe weekend. Be good, stay safe, take care. I'll see you Monday.
Here we go.